Hemorrhagic stroke. Generally think that is relatively simple to understand. Hemorrhagic stroke is when we have brain and some blood vessel inside the brain just breaks and bleeds into the brain. Yes. Also, of course, things like that needs to be divided. So we have some bleeding into the brain parenchyma, yes, and bleeding that is outside of the brain. But about this bleeding into the head, but outside of the brain, we'll talk more later. Now we are talking about the case that we have a blood that gets into the brain parenchyma, so into the tissue, just between the neurons. Why it's so bad? There are two reasons. First of all, if it bleeds here, the blood does not flow further on. Yes? So, if it's broken, if it bleeds here, the blood here would not flow, or would flow in far smaller quantities. But this is a smaller problem. The bigger problem is when the blood would get out into the brain parenchyma, it would create blood clots. It would destroy blood-brain barrier, so it would make impossible for neurons to get nutrients, oxygen, and so on and so on and so on. So this is why it's so dangerous. And generally, the hemorrhagic stroke, although it's not as frequent as ischemic stroke, is usually more severe. Okay, about idea about the hemorrhagic stroke, it's enough. We'll talk more about signs, symptoms, and treatment with the ischemic stroke, because those things are very similar in both cases. Okay, thank you very much.